Hello folks, it is June 26, 2023. I'm out here at the airport. I just got done flying my helicopter there, but the winds just got a little heavy. As you can see there, we're gusting out. We're about almost pegged out there on the windsock. So I just kind of took a break for the day. But anyway, so right now we are working on this 2015 Ram half-ton EcoDiesel, and it's got the four-corner air ride suspension. Now, a disclaimer here. You don't have to do what I'm about to do. You don't have to do this. So nobody's telling you you have to do this. I'm just showing you how to do it in case somebody wants to do it. So there's nothing saying that you have to do this. That's my disclaimer. So if something happens and you don't like the results of it, you can't be mad at me about it. I'm just showing you how to make the adjustments, and you can't come back to me and say, well, you know, Nick, you told me to do this, and now I'm not happy with it. Well, there's my disclaimer. You don't have to do it, okay? All right, let's get to it. So we are connected right now with a Snap-on scan tool, and then we are connected remotely. Okay, there's a gizmo in the truck connected in the OBD2 sensor and the connector, and then obviously it's working by Bluetooth. Okay, all right. So again, we are right now. The truck is at the at the park level, and so what we're going to do with our scan tool, first thing is we're going to go to air suspension control. Okay, now we're going to check their codes, make sure there's no codes. No codes present. So that tells us that everything's working like it's supposed to be in terms of any faults with the system. So that's a good thing. We wouldn't want to do these adjustments if we had a sensor not reading right or something like that. So let's go to miscellaneous functions. Now there's a lot of stuff in here, okay? There's tons of things we can do in here. Now, we're just going to get into right suspension height values. And when we do this, it's going to give us a disclaimer here. This routine will set the ride height to uncalibrated ride height. Then you will have to enter the measurement suspension height values. Finally, the vehicle will move to calibrated ride height. So whatever we adjust this to is what it's going to do. All right? Again, you don't have to do this. This is what I'm doing. Now, this will erase whatever calibration is currently in the system. So we're going to hit continue. Okay? Now, the truck should move to a different ride height. It should bring us to a ride height of normal, whatever the normal factory ride height is. Okay, there it is. So that is normal from the factory, a normal ride height, okay? All right, so I'm just kind of trying to focus the camera so you can see. All right, there's normal, all right? So now what we're gonna do is it's telling us some stuff here, a procedure to do this work. So I'm going to let this focus here for a second so you guys can read this. You can pause the video. I'm gonna kind of zoom in so that way you can pause this and actually read this stuff. I've already read it and I'm comfortable with it. So I'm going to let you read this and pause here for a minute, and you can pause the screen and read it if you want to. All right, so let's look at this. Okay, there's the height of the vehicle. We're going to hit continue. All right, now it's asking for the new ride height in millimeters. All right, so right now we're gonna put the front. Let's go to let's do 118 millimeters. All right, and to the left, so the left front spring height will be at 118. Okay, continue. Now we're gonna do the same thing for the left. Okay, it's just easy to use a mouse. Continue. I'm doing the best I can with the camera. All right. So now it's wanting to enter the left rear. Or let's do 120. Just a tip, well, let's do 118. We can adjust this if we don't like it. Okay, all 4 height measurement values have been entered successfully. We'll hit continue. The vehicle will now be set to calibrate ride height. Okay. Now if I hit continue here, it's probably going to move. So I'm going to move the camera back to the truck. Alright, so it says here that it's done. Let's see what 120 looks like. So we're gonna do the same thing. Alright, so it's probably gonna lower back down again. You hear the motor working? Alright, that's factory. I wish I had a way to hold this camera. Alright, I'm not going to put the camera back on the screen here because you already seen that. I'm going to take this to 120. 120 in the front. Okay, I've got them in. 120 millimeters on each corner. Let's see what it does now. Let's see how this looks. I like that. I think that looks good. Yeah, that's good. We'll go with that. Now let's see what off-road looks like. So we're gonna take you back here. Let this scan here, or focus. Okay. All right. Now let's go down to the bottom here, set ride height. Let's see what off-road 1 looks like. Okay, so that gives us plenty of clearance. You know, it does go higher in terms of it basically, you know, raises up about 2 inches, and that looks good to me. So it would even go higher if I adjusted it higher, but I don't want to push it. So I hope this helps. And I'm gonna move it back to the regular height. So just go back to set ride height. Try it again. All right, we're gonna go to normal ride height that we set it to. Remember, we made up, it's 120 millimeters. I think that's good. That's very good. So we'll stick with that. And again, if I want to adjust it, I can down the road. So I hope this kind of helps people understand or see how to change things. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to buy anything. Just find somebody with one of these scan tools. That's the one I have right here. And it's a Snap-on. So, you know, there's other ones out there, I'm sure, that can do this. And obviously there's the vehicle. So, everybody have a blessed day. Thank you very much.